I have a theory, and my theory is about this whole Trump Bitcoin speech. And it sounded very bullish, but I actually think it's given us the biggest bearish signal that we could possibly hope for. And the reason I say hope is because you can actually act on this. And I'm going to just talk about that in this video. By no means am I saying this is what's going to happen. No one's ever predicted this stuff. I'm just kind of throwing an idea into the mix here, and we'll see how it plays out in the end. But like I said, not claiming to know anything. I absolutely don't. I think that because of how bullish this whole Bitcoin speech was with Trump and how he's going to fire Gary Gensler, and it was, people went crazy about this speech, about how cool, how good it was for Bitcoin and obviously then the rest of the crypto world. And I think it is. I don't think it's going to do anything to the price though, in a positive way. When you look back through history, there are moments on a price chart that mark the peaks of markets. Now, from a human behavioral perspective, when you look at these peaks, everybody in the entire market believed that the price was going up. Every time. There's like a bias to confirm in a positive way the decisions you've made. And because so many people join at the tail end of markets, they back up their conviction with buying at that time by deluding themselves that the price is going to continue going up to make them feel better about this risky decision they've made. Now, naturally, the smart ones in the world, the smart investors, they see this and they take action. And then what you get off is a big sell-off, and then all the people who panic bought are now panic selling because they're seeing the prices go down and they made the wrong decision. And then it creates an a faster descent of the price. That's what the nature of it is. People are very emotional at the tops. Now, when you look historically at, certainly let's look at 2021 even. We had two kind of like peaks in that time. Had a first peak and then it went and just beat that second peak. Each one of those peaks had an event, a moment that marked arguably the most bullish information you could possibly get at those moments. So the first one was Coinbase IPOing, right? Coinbase IPO'd. Everyone in the entire crypto world thought, this is incredible. The prices are all going to skyrocket. We've just now got some level of like legitimacy for Coinbase. What happened? Price came down. That was literally the peak. That event was literally the peak. Then a few months go by. Then you've got Elon Musk, and he's coming out to talk about Dogecoin right in time for alt season. He's going to go on Saturday Night Live to talk about Dogecoin. And what happens? That was the peak. Literally him talking on Saturday Night Live was the peak of the alt season. Or that small alt season that we saw, where many of the cryptocurrencies that we hold didn't actually end up moving. So only 20% of the market actually did go up in that time. But these events that happened were extremely bullish, or perceived to be extremely bullish, but were in fact markers of the top. So if we apply that to this whole situation, what is the bullish event? What's the big perceived bullish event of that speech? It was the idea of him getting into office. It was the idea of Trump getting into office and all of what would happen to crypto if that happened. He will enforce this, he'll enforce that, he'll remove Gary Gensler. All of these things. These are all events that will take place from the public perception on the day he gets elected. So it's my theory, based on historical analysis here of typically what happens at the peaks and the news events that happen at these peaks. I think election day might just mark the top. I don't know. Makes sense, doesn't it? Does it not make sense? The anticipation of all of the crypto and Bitcoin world looking at Trump's election as this big adoption moment for Bitcoin and therefore the rest of the market. And it just doesn't happen. I can totally see that. So what does that mean? What are the implications of this kind of guess? Because that's what it is, remember, it's just a guess. Well, that means from now until November, if we're going to have a bull run, it happens in this time period. Now that's exciting. I do think, it's interesting how in previous bull runs we've seen November, December, January be very bullish months, like peaks happen in those time periods. So we've got that historical kind of thing to go back on as well. It just makes sense. The time of the year, the lead up to the election, the big bullish moment that actually turns out to be, the moment it tops. And that means we've got to get our ducks in a row. If you don't have your ducks in a row right now, you're this close to a bull run and you're just going to miss it. You're going to watch it all go up. You're going to think it's going to go higher, just like everyone else. And it's going to come crumbling back down. That is the 99% chance, likelihood, that the journey that you'll follow. Most people everyone will follow. There's 99% chance. But the thing is, it's not up for luck. You can actually do things to control these uncontrollable events. And that is just get a plan of action in place. Like have a portion of your portfolio that you're going to sell in this bull run. Have a portion that you're going to hold that aligns with who you want, like how much you want to have in the future with the big price movement. Take some benefit in this bull run. Watch Trump get elected based on this theory. Prices will come back down and reaccumulate with your profits. I think if you have at least $30,000 in your portfolio, but I mean, ideally, if you have like 100K in your portfolio, you can do some real damage in the next few months. Can do some real damage. Achieve goals if they're modest. Basically, not really need much to happen in the next bull run. If they're slightly bigger than modest, your goals. There's just a big opportunity for people with larger portfolios right now. The time is coming. For those with lower portfolios, you probably still need some time in the game. Let time play out. Hopefully you don't have to wait 4 years to learn lessons to then apply those lessons in the next bull run. But this is the opportunity, I think, regardless of this Trump thing. I think the opportunity is right here. And they're only a matter of months. So, if you do have a portfolio that's significant and you're a bit up in the air about what to do, you need to hold on to some of your most precious assets. I absolutely believe you should be. But you're also aware that, we don't have 4 years to wait. Let's, I don't want to waste 4 years learning a lesson. Let's take some profits and have more power in the next bull run. Then, book a call with me and my team here. The link's in the description. It's really simple. Like I'm trying not to be like have an urgency thing, but time is coming. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Let me know what you think about these this theory about Trump, and whether you have your own theories as well. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks.